I'm Elizabeth Weber and I'm the Grade 3-4 teacher at Campbelltown District High School. I was a teacher aide for 20 years before I became a teacher, and in that time I worked with some really amazing teachers. Those teachers have gone on to become colleagues, mentors, and to see the difference that they made in their students' lives is really what inspires me. I believe connection's really important. I think you have to have that connection with students. They're all individuals, they all learn differently and they all have different needs. And I think that they also need to know us, we also value connection, courage, growth, responsibility and respect. And we should share examples of those and celebrate them for the students to know that we also uphold those values. Working at DSIP means that I can make a difference and I'm supported to keep learning and improving, and in turn that supports my students to keep learning and improving and having positive outcomes for the future.
So I'm Lily Maynard. I'm working at Ulverstone Primary School this year on a 5-6 class. From a very young age, I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I was inspired by my kindergarten teacher who created a really safe environment for everyone. And since then, I want to do that. I want to be the safe for people in my class. Our job here is to make sure that everyone's learning and to make sure that we're doing the best for everyone to make sure that they are safe and that they are able to learn at our school. It's so good to see when it clicks and they actually get that concept or whatever you're teaching. So good to be able to share those moments with students. So at the start of the year, I focused really hard on building relationships with all of the students in my class, and not only the students in my class, but when I'm on duty, when we have our intervention groups, trying to build relationships with all of the kids so that if they don't have a safe space to go to, they can come here and this can be their safe place. So it's really nice to see now. We can just have those conversations because we have that mutual respect for each other and we have built that relationship. Yeah, so it's been really awesome.
I'm James Phillips. I work as a science teacher at Montrose Bay High School. So I think in my role, I'm a science teaching lead at Montrose, and I think in that role, I've been able to foster collaboration with the science team in developing a prioritised Australian curriculum, which is really looking at what our students need to know for their futures from the curriculum and then implementing that across all the year levels and making sure that it's all sequenced really well. For me, it's about showing up every day and being a really consistent, stable presence in a lot of students' lives who might not have that stability at home or in their home lives. At Montrose, we're part of the Derwent Collective, which is a bunch of schools that work together in the Derwent region. On moderation days, we get together as a science team and look at our assessment tasks across different schools and try and make sure that our assessment and our marking of those assessments are really consistent. So that's a positive outcome for the students to ensure that regardless of what school they're at in that Derwent Collective, they're getting the same results. I have a real big belief in the value and the importance of public education in our society. So being able to be a part of that and support that community asset for me is really important.